Good morning. Happy Coffee Talk Monday with Dr. Michelle. How are you? As you can see, I'm watching some tennis this morning, so I thought it was a perfect time to talk a little bit about my Beating the Demons system. My system developed over my 18 years of doing this work. And what I was able to find over my many years of doing this work were those moments during performance where people needed to deal with their demons. So what are the demons? Those thoughts around fears, doubts, worries, stress. They seem to pop up, don't they, in those moments where you really don't want them to pop up. But that's exactly what happens. And so what you need in those moments is a way to deal with them in a different way. For example, in tennis, there are some very specific moments that tennis players need to deal with mentally in order to be able to play their game most effectively. The first is the ability to be able to warm up mentally, right? Everybody warms up physically, but no one warms up mentally until they know that they have to do that. So we enter into things physically, feeling good, feeling pretty strong, feeling like we know what we're doing, having practiced, having worked at it, whether that's music, sports, business, or other performances, right? Got it. We go to do it, though, and our head says, nope, can't do that. Not ready for that. You want me to do what? So we go into doing something physically prepared, but we haven't trained our head to be prepared. So it shows up opposite of what your body might show up. So it's really important to have a pre-performance routine. What space, headspace, do you perform most optimally from? And how do we get you in that space? It's very critical. Can't say enough about that, because if you don't start off in the right headspace, that is more than likely to carry with you throughout whatever it is that you're going to do. In tennis, the second space that I work with people to develop is their pre-serve routine. So many people have a pre-serve routine or a pre-shot routine in golf, but they don't really know why they have it. Because I ask, and they're like, I don't know. Not sure. My golf coach, my golf teacher told me that I needed to have one. Those routines are developed to help keep you out of your head at those critical moments. So just before the serve, as you see behind me, how perfect is that? Keeping you out of your head so that you don't think about the technique or the mechanics of the serve, that you can just go and serve the ball. You can't think about technique and mechanics in a match. You just can't. There's no time. And when you get caught up thinking about the serve mechanics, then you're not really just serving the ball. You spend all that time practicing the serve, This is a good time to just allow that muscle memory to show up and do its thing, not think about it. That's a conversation for another time. Practice versus competition. So, pre-match routine, pre-serve routine, and as critical is a way to reset between points, between things, between races, between balls. You got to have a way to reset. This is a really perfect time for the demons to pop in, because you maybe just made an error or hit a bad shot, and your brain's going, what the heck did you just do there? Yeah, you can't have that. And so many of my tennis players talk about how they get caught up in that error, in that mistake for points, games, sets. So taking control of those moments between points and learning how to reset, let go, get out of your head, and get ready for the next point. Yeah. Lastly is post-match reflection. Look, I know if you win, you're on top of the world. And if you lose, you are not on top of the world. But you cannot judge your performance just based on wins and losses. There has to be a more objective way to evaluate performance. And I help performers and tennis players develop that way. So obviously, in other realms of performance, there isn't a pre-serve routine, but there are those moments before golf, pre-shot routine, before football, when you cross that line between being off the field and on the field. Basketball, same thing, right? So there are those moments that are similar. Or in basketball, a pre-foul shot routine. There are many similarities when it comes to sports and performances and business and music. But for me, it's about being very conscientious and finding those moments where the demons pop up, the thoughts, the worries, the fears, the doubts, the overanalyzing, and really targeting and pinpointing those moments. Now, that doesn't exclude building confidence, developing the right motivation, and everything else, because that is all part of it. But my Beating the Demons system has been so successful that people who were crumbling and falling apart during their performance now have some control, a lot more control over those moments where the demons pop in and other moments. They're able to perform more consistently, and get this, they're able to enjoy it a lot more. My Beating the Demons program continues to evolve and develop, but I am really good at pinpointing those moments where you need to develop your mental skills and coping skills in those critical moments that are so important to performance, that can elevate you to the next level. Talk about being mentally stronger. I've got it, and I'm here for you. I have a free 30-minute phone consultation, no obligation. We can just chat. If you have questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Dr. Michelle for another Coffee Talk Monday. Hope this was helpful. Have a great week. Oh, have a great Labor Day. Take care. Be well.